Hey guys, so we are going to go and train shoulders, chest, and biceps, and I'm wearing one of the tops that we tried on in the last video. I honestly want to say these are like my favorite tops that I have, but I need to get some bottoms. I need to find some good like leggings or shorts. I'm gonna say I don't really have a favorite brand for that yet, so when I find that, I'll let you guys know. But let's see. I wanted to talk about because in the last video, not the try on one, but the one before that, someone was saying in the comments that, that they wish they had the confidence that I had to do videos and put myself out there. And I wanted to talk on that because I do think that's like really important to, I guess, realize that, you know, I, I guess I'm saying is just like, I want to share my experience of what I think about that and what has helped me because I used to think the same thing. I used to look at people with things that I assume like, okay, that's hard. Like I couldn't do that. And I was just like, wow, like they must have like a lot of confidence. And, not put myself in that same category because it's something that I knew it would be really hard for me to do. And and that's why I told you guys, like, even in the beginning of our videos, like of me doing YouTube, I told you guys I felt like sick to my stomach. Picking up the camera, talking to the camera, like I wanted to stop. I wanted to put it down. I was like, I can't do this. I don't want to feel like this. Like I'm like, oh, like this feels really uncomfortable. And now you guys look at my videos and you think that I talk so, comfortable and very confident and whatever that it may look like. But I think what really helped me push myself to be where I am right now with the videos and just talking to you guys is because instead of telling myself like, oh, do I have the confidence? Instead of stating it in that way, I was like, well, what do I want? What do I want? And what do I need to do to get there? And I feel like we should do that with a lot of things instead of saying, like let's say you want to go to the gym and you're just like, oh, I don't have the discipline to do that. I see someone else working out really hard, but I can't do that. Instead of saying it in that way, just say, okay, I want that. What should I do to get there? Instead of already feeling like the identity you have, you're telling yourself like that's who you're going to be the rest of your life. And instead of realizing like we're always growing, we're always evolving, and as we should, and start speaking to ourselves in ways that is going to encourage us to get there instead of just saying, this is how I am. And you're pretty much telling yourself, and you're going to stay that way. But you shouldn't. You shouldn't. You should always want what's best for you. But you doing that will be hard. It will feel a little uncomfortable. And, I appreciate those that had like sticked with me throughout all of this because in the beginning I was really uncomfortable. It was probably very awkward to watch my videos because I felt very awkward. And I guess I just really want you guys to maybe just talk a little different to yourself with the things that you want in your life and what do you want and what do you need to do? Because I know I didn't talk to myself like that, and that's why I never really, I guess, progressed with some things that I wanted in my life. Because I feel like, yes, we can look at other things that we progress in, but sometimes other things are going to be a little more harder. And that goes for like everybody. Some people are, really great talking to others and they think it's super easy and it comes natural to them. And then, someone can be doing like something else and they admire that because they couldn't do that. Like we're all not going to excel at everything, but the things that you want to excel in, you need to start being more realistic. Like, okay, what do I need to do to get there? Instead of talking to yourself of, oh, this is who I am. And so I guess I can never do it. And I don't want you guys to feel that way. I felt like that for so long. Like I'm 29 and I wanted to do YouTube when I was, yeah, like 18. But I felt that, yeah, I didn't have the confidence. So I told myself that I couldn't do it. And it took me so many years. And I think that's the sad part is like sometimes you just get so tired of what you're telling yourself that you're like, I'm tired of this. I want to make a change. And you do it anyways, even if it's a little uncomfortable, because you get to that point where you're just like, I either try or it's never going to happen. And, you know, time's going to pass me by and I don't want to ever regret. It's, I love this saying. Someone said something that feeling when you have when something's uncomfortable, it's almost the same feeling as when you regret something, because it's like sitting with you and you feel like, oh, like I regret that I didn't try this. I regret I didn't say, you know, or whatever it is that you wanted to do deep down. It's like you're going to have that same feeling. So get something out of it, you know, get that answer that you were thinking like, okay, what if I try this? What will I enjoy it? Will I like it? And you get something out of it instead of you being like, oh, I want to try this, but I'm going to feel a little uncomfortable. Like, do you see both? You will feel that feeling that, you know, they're both almost the same feeling, but get something out of it and give yourself, you know, that opportunity that you deserve. So I just really wanted to touch on that because no one is better than anyone. You know, you look at someone and you're just like, how did they do that? And don't ever feel like, you know, it's like, oh, why them? How were they able to accomplish this? No one's better than anyone. You can accomplish what you want. And that's the thing too, is like everyone has different dreams and goals. Whatever sparks that, like, I don't know, something in you that you're like, I really want that, then go for it. Don't start talking to yourself that you're not capable. Don't start telling yourself all the things that you're not. Start realizing, okay, what do I need to do then? And that's with anything. And it sucks because we get in our own heads and we stop ourselves from even trying. So this is some encouragement to anyone that is feeling that way, because I was there, and I don't want it to take you as long as it took me to start making that change and going after things that I do want, and realizing that it brought more, I don't even know, like it's just brought more peace of mind instead of me wondering what if. Like I'm experiencing it. Like making these videos has been such a, like, I'm like, it sounds silly, but it's such a joy. It really has, because I knew I always wanted to just share my journey and honestly, yeah, put myself out there, because I just feel like I feel like people should never feel like they're alone. And also I want them to believe in themselves, because sometimes, or at least the biggest theme in my life, is that I didn't believe in myself with a lot of things, like a lot of things. And I don't want anyone to ever feel like that. I don't want anyone to be stuck in that. So I told myself, if I can do it and I can get myself out of this, like I want others to get themselves out of this too. And because it's like, it's no way to live. It isn't. And so, but trust me, it's so worth it. It's so worth it to like feel alive, and don't ever shrink yourself down because you think you're this, you know, certain way and you think you can't accomplish something. I don't want you to be suffering in that mindset, and realizing like it's actually very common for us to do that to ourselves, but doesn't mean things can't change. So let's go ahead and work out. I'll go ahead and put my hair up. I know you guys always say, why don't I leave my hair down? This is too much hair. I cannot work out like this. I feel like it's gonna get all tangled, you know, and then later I'm not gonna have any hair. So I think I might just have to put it up or something. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the gym. Okay, so we're starting off with chest because the Smith machines are taken, and you guys know I'm obsessed with that one. So we're starting with chest, and I'm working out with my friend. And something that I'm noticing that I thought would be good to point out. So if you're a little smaller, she has like smaller hands and everything. So she's using these and she can barely like hold on to it because it's like a thick, you know, handle. So I was telling her I actually probably wouldn't recommend this one for her because of that. So just keep in mind, if the handles itself feels uncomfortable and you don't even have a solid grip, just probably don't use that machine. Move on, because that's something you can't change. You know, this is part of the machine, and it's not worth you going and trying to make it work if you can't hold on to it. But she's wanting to keep trying. So this is going to be our last set, and then we will move on to the Smith machine. It's different starting with chest first because when we do shoulders, it does make you a little more fatigued when you come to chest. But just a reminder, I told you guys, I want my shoulders to really, you know, I guess come up. And technically that's a priority to me first than my chest. So that's why I do put them first. And that's why it's in that order for my goals. So just a reminder, whatever your goals are with your muscle groups, like how you arrange it does matter and does help. So yeah, that was a nice set. Let's go ahead and do shoulders. That sounds weird since they're flat. Okay, so a thing that I want you guys to remember when you're doing this, because when the weight gets heavier, you want to take advantage of anything you can to progress. So the bench is going to be your friend. You're going to like, your back is literally pushing against it when you're doing this. It's not going to be just like, all relaxed, it's activated. Because when you're doing that, do you see how your chest opens up and you're going to get more range of motion that way? And also keep in mind where your elbows are. Your elbow shouldn't be like this. It's going to hurt your shoulders. So keep in mind, okay, back. It's almost like when we're doing a back movement, right? Your elbows come down here. So same when you're going to do your chest, not your chest, your shoulders, to just get that full range of motion, bring it all the way down, and then you're going to push it back up. So let's go ahead and do the set. Oh man, the mic was over here. I should have put it over here. Sorry guys. I hope you still heard me. Oh, sorry. It's okay. Oh, I'll just move it. But yeah, the best way also is you doing it so you see it, try it out, and hopefully those pointers help you progress in your overhead press. So we'll go ahead and do flies next. Okay, so this is a great example because I've told you guys some people are more natural at doing movements without even noticing. So I'm working out with my friend Ashley, and she's actually a natural at flies. And I told her, I'm like, your form's like perfect. And she didn't even like really like, she's like, oh yeah, I barely do them. But sometimes it's gonna be like that. Like some people are like amazing at squats and they don't even have to really think about it. So that's why it's a nice reminder, do cues that help you with the things that you need help with. Someone, because like me, I actually was telling her I had a hard time opening up my chest. And to me, I had to remember that. But for her, that was something so easy. She didn't even have to think about it. So whenever you're doing a movement and you know that you're struggling with it, tell yourself things that are going to help you, because if I told Ashley that, she's just like, okay, well, I'm already doing that. It's not really like helping progress. So like do things that help you. So then when she was doing it, what will help is like making sure she's squeezing, and it's just all these different cues. So I just loved how easily and perfect she did it. It was beautiful. So I'll go ahead and do my set. Okay, let's go on and do, what is next? Oh, another shoulder movement. So this is Ashley. She's so cute. So okay, okay. She did a few sets. I won't put her on the spot or a few reps, so just wanted to show you guys. Okay, then we'll go into the next workout, but had to show her really good form, and she never does flies. Okay, so we're doing side laterals. Try to come up at least parallel, and what feels more comfortable. So for me, my elbows, almost like, you know, if we had the dumbbells, your arms are going to be up here instead of like all the way over here. So that's what we're trying to mimic when we're doing the machine. That was our last thing for shoulders, so just wanted to go for it. And oh, they feel good. Can't even pick up my arm. Okay, so now we have biceps. We're gonna go ahead. Oh, here. We're gonna go ahead and use the barbell today. I'm already falling. We're almost done, and this will be the first working set. Whew. But feels good, and yeah, I just love the bicep pump. So let's go ahead and just get started. But you guys know I love using the barbell because I can add the 2.5s. With the dumbbells, I can't really do that. So this is why the barbell is kind of nice for those reasons. Okay, one more. Okay, our last thing, and then we'll go ahead and do some posing. So hopefully we get our biceps looking really pumped. So you guys, even with me 30 pounds down, I barely see my veins popping out, and it makes me sad, but I try not to overthink it. I just love veins, so I just want to see some on me, but I admire him on other people at least. Exactly. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, we're done. Oof. It even hurts to hold the mic. My biceps are feeling very dead. So let's go and wrap it up and do some posing. Okay, I'm gonna do some poses without the mic, and just because it kind of is in the way, so let me just put the mic down and we'll do some poses. Okay, we did some shoulder, chest, and bicep poses. I feel like that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go and do my 30 minutes of cardio and then probably catch you guys either in the car or at the house. But yeah, just trying to debate on if I know any other poses, but I think that's about it. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'll do some of my cardio now. So I'm gonna make my next meal right after the gym. And it's funny because I used to have my protein shake after the gym and told you guys, oh, I want my next like bigger meal towards the end of the day. That way I don't go to bed hungry. But I actually flipped that and that works better for me because I was noticing that during the day, because I saved my calories like in the morning and then towards the end of the day, that almost in the middle, I was just like sluggish because I needed, food. I need energy. So I was like technically depriving myself of like that energy. And I told myself, let me just try it. Let's have my meal earlier in the afternoon instead of like towards nighttime, like when I'm, for dinner or whatever. And it actually worked better for me. So that's why another factor I think of me like feeling better and less like a zombie. And that's the thing. It's like we're eating the same amount of calories in the day. Doesn't matter where you put it. So like make it work for you. So I like it before my workout and then now I guess after because I can just like feel alive for like the whole day instead of like the other way around. So, but everyone's different. So yeah, just try it out and then kind of see and give yourself like a few days to just really notice if that's really what's going to help, or maybe that day you just had a bad day or was a good day, all that stuff. It's good to just figure out what works best for you. Oh, and then someone was asking me, because I'm really happy you guys enjoyed that video of me like trying on the clothes and stuff. It was actually really fun hearing you guys' like perspective and you're like, oh, this dress looks really good on you. Like, but not that one. That one's doesn't bring out the color in you. And I'm like, honestly, I felt like I was like my friends talking to me and they were telling me what they thought and it was really cute. I loved it. I wanted to, but there was another question someone had asked me. Let me pull it up. Mm. Okay, they said any tips on dealing with clothing when it comes to weight fluctuations? And hold on, Teddy needs to go bathroom. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read that again. Any tips on dealing with clothing when it comes to weight fluctuations? So I feel like there's like 2 points I want to point out because I don't know technically what so I'm going to assume, I'll state out, this is what I'm thinking they mean is that, are they talking about when they do a bulk and a cut and they're just like, okay, my clothes, don't really fit good. What do you recommend? Like, what do you think? So I would say I feel like there's two ways to go about it. And this is just my opinion. Because I've had someone tell me that they actually have clothes that are like a little bigger for when they do bulk, so they feel comfortable in their clothes. And then they have clothes when they do the cut. So I'm like, okay, that works for them and they like that. I guess personally actually kind of just get clothes that stretch. So when we do a bulk, like it still fits good because it's really stretchy. And then when we do the cut, it still fits good. I think, yeah, during the bulk, it's a little more on the uncomfortable, just a little bit. But just to point out too, like when you do a bulk, you shouldn't be gaining too much weight. So your sizes shouldn't fluctuate like dramatically. So that's why like if those clothes have a stretch, you'll be fine. Because the clothes that I wore during the bulk, I was 30 pounds different from where I am now, and I still wear the same clothes. And you guys see that. It still fits, it still is fine because those clothes are so stretchy. So those are my two things is like, if you want like clothes for just a bulk and then clothes for your cut, or just get really stretchy clothes that you can wear for, bulk and cut. And this is, yeah, like I said, only assuming they're talking about that because, that only makes sense for that. I'm not sure if they meant something else, but you know, like let's say they're trying to like lose weight, they're kind of saying like, do I just keep buying new clothes whenever I like drop a certain weight? And I also feel like it's a because I know people probably feel a little weird buying clothes because they're just like, oh, it's like so expensive. I feel like I shouldn't buy clothes until like, let's say they want to reach a certain weight and they're in clothes that they don't feel confident in. And they just like, you know, are like, ah, like it's fine because I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money getting like a big wardrobe when I know that I'm not going to stay this size forever. But I feel like you shouldn't feel bad if you want to get yourself clothes that you feel good because we spend money on supplements and other things that. So I guess I'm saying like, what's important to you? For me, the clothes that I wear to the gym, like if I feel cute and I feel it makes me look good, I technically mentally feel like I perform better than let's say I took like a pre-workout. You know, like and that's why you need to know yourself best. I feel like me, like let's say I wore something really uncomfortable. That's going to be bothering me more. And let's say like, oh, but I spent money on the pre-workout. We took the pre-workout because like that's more important than what I'm wearing, but you're mentally being like bothered with your uncomfortable clothes. So what's more important to you? Like that you know it's gonna go towards you doing better, either in the gym or, you know, this goes for anything. So if that means you putting money towards clothes instead of supplements, then go ahead and do that because I know people easily like just throw money at supplements when you don't really need them. Yes, if you like them, that's fine. And if they feel like they give you that extra little edge that you enjoy, then okay, like yeah, that pre-workout that has that nice flavor because also it like helps also get you in the mindset and the routine because I actually haven't been taking any pre-workout during this whole cut. And I tell you guys, like I was only taking pre-workout because I got it like in a giveaway and I was just like, okay, let's take the pre-workout. And it was fun because, you know, some of them tasted good and it's fine. Like it's fun to do that, like the routine. That's almost like a little mindset. Like, okay, I'm gonna drink my pre-workout, then we're gonna go and work out, you know, and stuff like that. So if you know yourself best, whatever that looks like with you performing in the gym, I guess I'm saying don't feel bad if you do buy clothes that you know maybe you won't fit into anymore because you do lose weight or whatever that means. Don't feel bad about it because that's going to make you perform better in the gym. And if anything's taking place of you spending money on supplements, you know, because you're like, no, that actually mentally will give me a better workout than me taking supplements. So technically, you know, I'm putting the money towards that. So those are my thoughts. I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my meal and then I will see you guys for back day. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. See you soon.